day of the second and final test here in Barcelona. Just 4 days running now for these teams. Welcome to a busy first day of the second and final test here in Barcelona. Just 4 days running now for these teams before they take to the track for the first race of the 2017 season in Australia. And there's more work for some to do than others. But Williams don't appear to be one of them. Felipe Massa topped the timesheets at the end of day one with a lap that he actually managed just before lunch on the super soft tyres. Daniel Ricciardo put the ultra softs on, but a 1:19.9 was the best he could do, and Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari also managed a 1:19.9. Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas didn't put on the quickest tyres and stayed in the 120s. Esteban Ocon in the Force India managed a 1:21, while Nico Hülkenberg in the Renault came in with a 1:21.5. Pascal Wehrlein, though, got his first taste of Formula One in 2017. Now recovered from the back injury he got at the Race of Champions, he managed 47 laps before lunch and said he was feeling fit and almost ready. How are you feeling after your laps in the car today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. So, of course, my biggest concern this morning was if my back is okay, but I can confirm that I'm feeling totally fine, and I'm very happy about that. So tomorrow morning I'm back in the car and can't wait.
It's been a tough winter for you, hasn't it? Because the Race of Champions should be so much fun, and then to get an injury like that out of it that delays your chance to get into one of these 2017 cars, I imagine it's been quite tough.
I think last week was quite tough because I was here, I was feeling that I'm ready, but I wasn't allowed to drive, so that was the most difficult thing. And of course Sunday in Miami I missed the race together with Sebastian to drive for Germany, so this was difficult as well, but the most important thing is that the recovery went fine, and now I'm back.
What are your thoughts then on these 2017 cars?
They're really quick, so especially fast corners, they're very quick, and just looking forward to more experience with the new team, of course. New engine, I never drove the Ferrari engine, so there are so many things to learn for me now, and I will use the time I have this week to catch up.
So Lewis, then just to sum up that morning's running for us, we went out and had a look on track, and the car certainly looks good, but was it feeling good today?
I wasn't feeling great today, but that's just with setup, and I think it's quite hot today as well, so tyres degrading and everything like that, and we had some damage to the floor, but I didn't have any offs or anything like that, which is a good thing. I did see puffs of smoke from other people going off, but fortunately I was able to keep it on.
When we went to the chicane, the exit of the chicane, there seemed to be a bit of movement at the rear of the car. Was that what you were feeling? What was going on?
Yeah, just a bit of an awkward balance today, and I think the temperatures are a bit higher today, so it's a bit harder on the tyres, and perhaps not having the car really in the window. But as I said, we're also having damage to the floor, which meant that there was good corners and not so good corners, so they're working on that to make sure that Valtteri has a clean afternoon.
How much are you looking forward to being able to really push this car? I mean, Pirelli are promising you'll be able to push hard for more laps this year and really go for it. Is that something that I guess you guys can't wait to try that? You've got to hold back so much at the moment.
Yeah, I think we're going to be able to push more, but I think it's going to be very similar, particularly when it gets hot circuits. It's going to be very similar to what we had in the previous years where you have degradation, and particularly when it gets hot circuits, it's going to be very similar to what we had in the previous years where you have degradation, and which is normal. I'm not particularly massively excited at the moment, just because it's the first day of testing of week 2, and as I said, I didn't get a lot of running this morning, so I'm looking forward to the next couple of days.
Jolien, without swearing, how do you sum up your frustrations right now?
I don't think I'm at that bad a level to be swearing. It's annoying, I think annoying, frustrating, all those ones. But it's testing. We know this happens. I was pleased with the car last week at least, so it's not all doom and gloom. I think we're in quite a good position, but it'd be nice to get more laps, that's all.
You were sort of on target for where the team want to be, which is 5th in the Constructors. It had looked pretty good. Do you feel that's a fair reflection, or do you think some others around you might have been, or were you sandbagging? Have you got more to come?
We've got more to come as well, so everyone's sandbagging to a degree. I don't think we're really afraid of comes out there. Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, they'll be ahead of us. Everyone else, I think, it's going to be close. So we've got a lot more to come. I think it's going to be interesting this week, and then Melbourne as well.
Have you had a look at those top teams? Can you see what they're doing and who looks like they're the quickest? Because we sit in the media centre and a time comes up to see what tyres they're on, and I wonder if they've got more than that in the bag.
Yeah, everyone's got more in the bag though. That's the thing. It's impossible to tell. You know, one day Ferrari looks, Red Bull, Williams today looks good, and then everyone knows that Mercedes is going to be the big threat still. So I can call it. I've been busy driving the car.
Wow, that's a bright suit.
Yeah, especially when I lift my arms.
Please don't do that. So Danny, how was it today? We saw you go out before. Thanks. Hard work today then.
Does it smell that bad?
No, I'm joking. Before lunch you went out on the Ultra Softs and it looked like a good lap, but there was a moment or two and then Felipe Massa's ended top of the timesheets. What was in that car today, do you reckon? Yours.
Oh, I was going to say his. I felt we performed well on the soft this morning. We did quite a few good runs on that, and I think we're able to start doing some better, more targeted performance runs today. So that was all going pretty well. Then we put on. We tried a super soft, ultra soft, and I think ultimately my best time was on the ultra soft, but it was not much quicker than the soft actually. So again, I think we learned something from that, but sure, we expected that to be quicker, straight out of the box. But I think generally we're happy with what we got this morning in terms of. At the moment. Once that all happens, but I think Ferrari and Mercedes obviously can still get more out of theirs. So once that all happens, we'll see. But it's looking all right. It's now my third day in the car, and I'd say day 1 to day 2, and then day 2 to day 3. I'm getting more happy with it.
So Felipe, full long day in the car there. How are you feeling getting out of it?
I feel good. Definitely, I feel a little bit in my body. After 168 laps, I don't remember to do 168 laps in my career in one day here in Barcelona. So that's really positive for me. It's positive for the team. It's positive for the engineers, for everybody that prepared this car as well, because reliability was really good today. So this is great. Also for me to understand the car on the short runs, in the long runs, tires, doing the race is always good. And when you finish the day and you see that your lap time is there on the top, is even nice, so yeah, I'm so happy with the day, and still a lot to do to understand where we are, but it was definitely positive day for us.
Nice to top the timesheets. I know everyone says it's testing, times don't count, but what can we read into that time from you today? And it was on the super softs, although some are saying the ultra softs maybe don't have that much more in them.
Yeah, I think maybe if you improve in the ultra soft will be very little. So I never tried the ultra soft, so it was nice to try the super soft and the soft, and the medium. So anyway, it was a nice feeling that I had this morning. So I think the car shows. Every time I was going out, I was improving a lot of lap. Was trying different things in the car. So yeah, definitely we are not 100% on the right setup for everything that we try. So everything that you do in the car is reacting in the good way.
Do you feel more responsibility this year for the team? Not only because you've got a rookie next to you, maybe he might need an arm around the shoulder occasionally as well from someone with experience, and then your experience in giving your feedback to the team as well on the car.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we need to pass all the right information. The team is counting a lot on our information. The team is counting a lot on the result from the test. In everything that you see, changing parts, changing setup, and everything. So, and Lance needs to learn. I mean, he needs to understand the car. He needs to get more mileage. Trying to pass everything I can, definitely for the team, but also for him, and just trying to make him learning as quick as he can, because, I mean, if he's ready and if he's doing a good job, it's for the team and it's for myself as well, as a teammate. So, yeah, especially when you see a guy that he's my teammate, and I met him, he was 8 years old, maybe 1 year older than my son. So, and now we are teammates, so that's really nice.
It hurts, doesn't it, though, when they come through?
It hurts, definitely.
Yeah, we obviously have had already a few meetings with Honda, because we don't want to have a repeat from 2015 or even 2016, which is look so far we have. We want to be competitive. This is where we have to be, and we can't afford to be another year not being competitive and definitely, or at least affected by reliability issues.
Well, Eric Boulier might say that it's not as bad as 2015 at the moment. That year they finished 9th out of 10 teams in the Constructors, but they were only quicker than the Sauber out on track today. Boulier also said that the strain on the relationship between McLaren and Honda is at a maximum. Well, there are now only 24 hours of running time left to turn that around before the first race in Australia. We'll have more updates live throughout the day on Sky Sports News HQ from here in Barcelona on day 2 of this second and final test. And we'll round up all the day's action and speak to all the drivers on Paddock Uncut at the same time tomorrow night.